Hey guys, Liz Cruz here with Usborne Books and More. I'm here today to share with you my kids' favorite read-alouds. These are the ones that we go back to every single night, and I also want to share the importance of reading out loud to your children. It really is one of the most important things that parents and teachers can do. It builds many important foundational skills. It introduces vocabulary. It provides a model of fluent, expressive reading, and it helps children recognize that reading is a joy. And really, it's something we should be doing well after our children are reading independently, because the more we're reading for them, we're demonstrating how to really develop your language and how to advance in your reading, and that gives them confidence to do the same. So anyways, I'm going to get started here with some of our favorites. I'm going to start first with A Tale of Two Beasts. If this book is around, my kids want to read it. They're obsessed with this book. It's a really fun story, and it talks about the fact that there are two sides to every story. So it actually begins here with part one, and it gives the perspective of an interaction between a little girl and this little creature, and part one is through the eyes of a little girl. So she kind of goes along and tells the story of her and her little friend. Let me move this here so you can see. And she has a very specific idea of how the day went. And it kind of goes through the whole day, and she talks about her side of what that interaction was like. And then part two is the terrible beast. And this cute little creature then tells the exact same story from his perspective. So not only is this a fun laugh out loud, we laugh out loud during this book. It's very clever. Not only is it a fun sort of story, or two parts to the same story, but it's also a great way to talk to your kids about the fact that there are two sides to every story, and two people can have the exact same experience in a day, but interpret them totally different. The ending is really sweet. You're going to love it. So this is definitely one of our favorite ones. The next one I want to talk to you about is Billy's Wild Jungle Adventure. Now, I have two different types of readers in my house. I have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, and my 6-year-old loves everything with words on it. He'll read it. But my 4-year-old needs to be engaged a little bit more. So what I love about this story is that it is definitely an adventure story. It's a sweet little picture book, and it's about two best friends named Billy and Jack. And what's really cool about this sort of picture book is that Billy and Jack also have two different early reading chapter book series, Billy B. Brown and Hey Jack, and they're best friends in those chapter books. And so you can start with these storybooks, and your kids will fall in love with Billy and Jack now. And then when they're reading independently, they'll want to grow with Billy and Jack and read more about them and more about their friendship. So I highly recommend getting started with these. So Billy and Jack are best friends at school, and they literally, in the schoolyard, climb up the tire swing, and they are transported to their imagination world, this jungle. And it is an adventure story. It's so fun, engaging. The pictures are so beautiful, so sweet, and it really embraces imagination. That young imagination, capitalizing on the fact that you can escape reality. And at the very end, you see they're still at the schoolyard and they need to come down for snack. But the beauty is they can escape reality at any point because of their vivid imaginations. Really great little storybook. The next one I want to share with you is The River. This is a beautifully illustrated book that if you have kids that really want to be visually stimulated and really can appreciate a sort of beautiful illustrated book, this is the story for you. It's an easy read. It is just really great story about a fish who is traveling through the river and searching for a destination. And then they go through, you see this holographic fish on every page, and you go through all the way. Look at these pictures. Aren't they stunning? All the way through to the ocean where he joins his fellow fish. Great little easy read before bedtime. Nothing that's going to take you very long at all. Nibbles. Okay, Nibbles is probably my kid's favorite book. We cannot get enough of Nibbles. Nibbles is a book monster, and he eats books, and he travels through bookcases, eating his way through books. And what's really fun about this story is that, look at this, he goes into these storybooks, Goldilocks and the Three Bears here, and he sort of disrupts the story. He's a hoot, that Nibbles. He's a riot. And you go through some other books, and he's chewing his way through and inserting himself in the story. You will laugh out loud together. My 18-month-old, she loves this book as much as the boys do. And then, very funny, at the end, you think you lock him up so that he cannot destroy your books anymore. But, uh-oh, what's that sound? Nibbles has escaped another book. And actually, my kids, the first time they read it, they were like, so, where did that Nibbles go? Last but not least, you guys, I don't want to take up too much more time, but these illustrated classics, illustrated stories are just amazing read-alouds. We're reading this out loud in my house right now and really, really treasuring it. You're going to see some classics in here. These are abridged versions of some classic stories. So this one is The Railway Children, The Wizard of Oz, The Secret Garden, Black Beauty, Little Women, Heidi. And my kids love this special book. It's a keepsake. It's a padded sort of hardcover that you will have forever. You will treasure. And we just love the ribbon bookmark, and we read a new chapter every night in the story. And truthfully, this is a collector's item. Honestly, they'll pass this down to their kids. It's really special. We have all kinds of different ones: adventure stories, Bible stories, fables, Aesop's fables, Hans Christian Andersen. There's so many, and they're really special. I love these. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Those are only the tip of the iceberg, and we have so many more to share, but I just wanted to take a moment to share those. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye.